All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. In today's live stream, we're going to talk about 5 ways to increase your financial IQ. I think it's very important to have a high financial IQ, especially in today's world where we do have a lot of technology. We do have a lot of ways to make money, but if you're not privy to certain information, if you're not privy to certain basic knowledge, I don't think you will be able to take advantage of the financial landscape that we have today. So I'm going to talk about 5 ways to increase this financial IQ, and these are just ways that I think you could do it very easily. You can incorporate these things on a daily basis, a weekly basis, or a monthly basis, whatever, right? Just incorporate it into your life. That way you can increase your financial IQ. Now, the financial IQ scale, don't have any financial IQ scale, but just imagine one in your mind, right? 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, and 1 being the lowest, right? All right, number 1. Read financial books and resources. There are numerous books that provide valuable financial education, such as like a Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, Your Money or Your Life by Vicki Robin. Websites like, Investopedia, financial blogs also provide useful resources. And this is true. I think people need to read more when it comes to finances, financial topics, and things like that, so they could be more well versed in the topics they want to be an expert at. Or maybe not an expert, just but more knowledgeable about a certain topic, whether it's stocks, real estate, crypto. I think reading books should be the number one thing. Now, I think you should read books that can show you how to implement stuff. So, for example, I recently read a credit card book, and I have the book over there. The name just always slips my mind, but it wasn't like a book that just spoke about credit cards and just like the history of credit cards and things like that. It actually spoke to the specific credit cards that you can apply for, what benefits those credit cards offer, how you can use those credit cards to get the most points, maximize points, how you can transfer credit cards to other reward systems and things like that, so that way you can maximize the use of your credit card. So I don't think people should just read books. Like, I think like fiction books and things like that. I mean, I guess there's a place for that if you like to do that, but I like to read informational books that you can read them. They're fairly small, maybe like 50 to 150 pages, and then you could get right to implementing what you learn. I don't like reading stuff that I can't really implement and it's all theory. I like to be able to read something and use it right away. Now, before we get to the second one, let me make sure my mic is working. That way I'm not just talking to myself. Let me just make sure my mic is working. Give me just a sec. I don't like reading stuff that I can't really implement and it's all theory. I like to be able to read something. All right, cool. So it is working. My mic is working. Just wanted to check. All right, number 2. Number 2 is taking online courses. Now, you can enroll in an online financial course that covers personal finance, investing, budgeting, and retirement planning. Platforms like Coursera, Udemy, Khan Academy offer courses for all levels. Now, you could do stuff like this, or you can go on YouTube and find people that teach finance. I think that's a really good place to start as well, for free. But I think at some point you should be paying for information. You shouldn't be just thinking everything's going to be for free. I think that's a big problem. So taking online courses, I think using the digital realm is very important because it's accessible. Everybody has access to online, but you need to be able to at some point pay for information, because I think the information that's paid for is a lot more premium. People take a lot more time to package paid information in a way where it's simple to understand. A lot of the times, if you're getting information just on the internet, you need to piece everything together. all the information is not in one place. So you spend a lot of time searching, one, for credible information, and then two, trying to put the pieces together. Whereas if you pay for something, you have the information there already, and it's easy to just open up the course online, log into your account, and begin the learning process. But if you're over here just trying to get free information all the time, I don't think that's the best way to do it. But yeah, taking online courses is one of those things that, it doesn't need to be Udemy or Coursera or the other stuff we mentioned. It could be from somebody that maybe you've been watching on YouTube, and they have a certain type of course, and you say, okay, they're offering this course for $200. This is something I'm really interested in, so let me go ahead and pay for that course. So I think taking online courses is number two. So those are the first two. Read financial books is number one in resources. Two, take online courses. Those are the first two ways you can increase your financial IQ. Four, follow financial news and trends. Stay updated on financial news and trends by reading reputable sources such as the Wall Street Journal, Forbes, or Bloomberg. Following market trends will improve your understanding of how global economic events impact personal finance and investments. And this is true. I think people need to do this a lot more. This is actually, for me, this would probably be the most important one. Now, obviously, reading financial books and taking financial courses will help with the financial IQ. But I think staying up with trends, staying up with financial news is just as important, because things are changing each and every day. I think right now, like for instance, we're in a period where interest rates are cutting. Not a lot of people follow the Fed and what they're doing and understand how interest rates affect the market. And if you do understand, once you do understand that, you know that a lot of these economic events follow a trend. And in my opinion, a lot of it's a 4-year cycle. So every 4 years we have an election. Typically around that time, they're trying to cut rates. And usually the market goes up when we cut rates. We're getting ready to almost get another rate cut in November. I forget when the next meeting is for the Fed, but we're getting ready to cut rates again. And also, the stock market cycle. How do certain industries perform in certain times, right? Like how is the technology industry going to perform when we cut interest rates? How is crypto going to perform when we cut interest rates? So keeping up with financial trends and financial news is very important. Like they said, you can sign up to things like I was signed up for the Wall Street Journal. I believe it was like they were giving an offer for like $3 or $4 a month, but that didn't last that long. I think it expired. It expired like a year out, and then afterwards it was like 50. I think it was like 50 to $100 a year, something like that. So yeah, but I think with the Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg is a little expensive. Bloomberg terminals, you're gonna have to pay like thousands of dollars to get access. But I remember working at PwC. We did have access to the Bloomberg terminals. Those were very effective. They have like real-time information. So make sure, so if it's something that's going to help you, maybe that's something you do pay for. But the Bloomberg terminals are very expensive. So maybe that's not something you do, but something like the Wall Street Journal, getting a subscription to that to stay up with the financial landscape, I think is very important. So yeah, staying up with financial news and trends is a good one. That's number three. That's number three. Number four, tracking your spending and your budget. Using tools like Mint or YNAB can help you develop a better understanding of how you spend your money and how to optimize your financial habits. This is very important too. Now, for me, I get it done with my banking app. It pretty much does it itself, so I don't need to track my spending, right? Like Chase does it for me. I don't need to go in and see where I spend my money on. I could go in at the end of the month and say, okay, I spent $1,000 on groceries. I spent $300 on, going out to eat or whatever the case may be. And then when I analyze that at the end of the month, I can say, okay, maybe I want to cut back on this, or I see a certain pattern of me spending money on certain items, and maybe I can cut back, or just get an understanding of why I'm spending this much money on this certain item. So yeah, I think tracking your budget is one of those things that not a lot of people do. People just get their paycheck, they spend it, and they don't understand why they're spending certain money, right? So getting an understanding of your budget is very important. Number 4. Number 5, this is kind of the same as number 2. Consult with financial experts. Consider working with a financial advisor or planner to understand more complex aspects of finance, such as investing strategies, tax planning, or retirement accounts. This can give you tailored advice and help you learn from professionals. And this is true. I think, especially with the tax area, I'm not too well versed in the tax area, but it's some place that I do eventually want to learn a lot more, where I can save in taxes, or if I have a certain tax bill, how can I cut that down or not pay taxes legally, right? On certain things. That's definitely a place where I see like financial expertise would be very good. Now, as far as a financial advisor, I would stick to more of the courses and things like that, people that you can relate to. So like again, if you see somebody on YouTube that you like that has a course and they have a track record of hitting their goals, then it's something you can probably pay for their course, because now you kind of have a track record with them. You know that they're reputable, and you feel comfortable spending that money on that course, opposed to going to a bank and getting the typical financial advice to say, okay, you're going to invest in a 401k, you're going to invest in an ETF, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I think financial expertise is consulting with financial experts is very important. Getting yourself a mentor. This could also be a mentor, somebody that you look up to that has accomplished what you want to accomplish, and making sure that your journey is not as rough as theirs, right? They kind of went through all the rough steps, the rough patches, so that way you don't have to. I think that's what you use a financial quote unquote expert for. And it could just be somebody that's an expert or well versed in a certain area that you're trying to get good at. So yeah, those are the 5 things that are going to increase your financial IQ. Number 1, we said read financial books and resources. 2, take online courses. 3, follow financial news and trends. 3, track your spending and your budget. 5, consult with financial experts. I think those 5 things will increase your financial IQ, and I think you'll be in a better place, and you'll also hit your financial goals a lot quicker. All right, some housekeeping items. Make sure you guys go follow me on Instagram, Mr. Financial Nutrition, TikTok, Financial Nutrition. I post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.